welcome. The Glad Dad is back in the booth once again this Tuesday night here at Motegi for 115 laps. I don't know if you guys are excited, but I am stoked. Ready to get this thing underway. Man, oh man. Let's get down trackside, shall we? I want to show you guys this track here as we get on board here with Brandon Brock. As he takes us around this track, 1.5 mile egg-shaped oval, Japan's only oval. Brandon Brock currently the fastest out here, so who better to take us around this thing other than Brandon Brock? Downshift there. Coming out of 4 into the front stretch here, as now he's going to be battling here 3 wide in practice. Plenty of room for mistakes, plenty of room for passing. Let's take a quick look here at the point standings as they sit right now. Eric Johnson out front, 183 points, 15 points back is the guy we just was on board with. Brandon Brock in second, Joshua Yarbrough in third, only 3 points back from Brandon Brock. Kel Peterson in fourth, Ryan Ziemer rounding out the top 5. But you can't forget about these guys 6th through 10th, Ronnie Hurst, Drew Kuhn, Terry Litweiler, Robert Tibbs not going to be here tonight, Jesse Graham. Those guys, they could upset these top 5 here and gain a lot of points tonight. Let's see who we've got here on the webcams. Tonight we've got just 2 lonely little people here. We've got Eric Johnson, and we've got Mr. Ronnie Welchel. Good luck to those drivers tonight, and thank you so much each and every week for sharing your beautiful faces. Take a look here. Throw everything up so you folks can see. Brandon Brock currently sitting at the fastest, 36.678. Oh, now Johnson to the top spot. Sellers, Hurst, Litweiler. Guys got really close times there. Things going to be really competitive. As we've got 11 minutes left in practice, we're going to hit that qualifying and then the race. I've heard some drivers say 2 stops. I've heard some drivers say 3 stops. It just all depends on what their strategy is. They can do 2 stops, but I think you're going to be really, really slow with a potential of being too slow to try to save that fuel. So I think 3-stop strategy, or at least 2-stop and a splash of gas at the end. And Bronk the Troll in the chat, pit entry is tricky. And let's just see how tricky it is, Brandon Brock. On board here with Brandon Brock as he's getting on pit road. Yeah, he's sideways. Yeah, buddy, that is tricky right there. But Terry Litweiler, 5th. I think this is going to be his cup of tea tonight. I think he strives. He really thrives here on tracks like this. And unfortunately, I don't know if you guys seen, but or heard, but Batman, the Glat Dad, is here without his Robin tonight. He is under the weather, him and the entire family. So if you could say some quick prayers for the Stimfleys. They are battling some kind of sickness, and they keep swapping it back and forth. So, I mean, that's just what you get when you have, you know, a bunch of people in the same house. You constantly swapping that stuff back and forth. So, prayers go out to them for a speedy recovery, and I need my Robin back in the booth very shortly. Aaron Sellers looking to put on a show tonight. Currently third fastest here with a 36.80. And I'm looking through the chat here. I see Brock the Troll, Crew Chief Franklin, Hubert Johnson, you know, the usuals. Oh, and there's Drew CMX. But, you know, I'm not seeing the Rosebud Grandma. Look at Ronnie Hurst here coming out of pit road. Oh, Matt Marklin hit the wall there on the inside. Charles Wilson in here with us now. And looks like we've got 20 drivers registered for tonight's race, so that's quite a bit here at Motegi. But I mean, you can see here just from up above, plenty of different lines to run, so should be set for an interesting race. OTS Killer Bees subscribed for 2 months with the Prime. Appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that. You can see Charles Wilson battling here with the 47 of Sean Wilson. Oh, nowhere to go for Sean Wilson, and Charles Wilson dives right underneath. Let's see if we can't get a, let's see if we can't get this cat in here with us. Eric Johnson, you got me.
Absolutely. How we doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, you know, you don't have a whole lot of practice on this track, but, you know, a whole lot of people don't either. What's the game plan tonight? We're going to keep it cool, calm, collected like always. We're going to try to get some of these points. We're going to ride in the back. What's going on?
Yeah, we get EOL tonight, so we're going to be back there. I think we're just going to spend the first bit of the race just learning. You know, we didn't get a whole lot of laps practice. This place is definitely a little awkward. 3 and 4 is just going to chew up that old right front. She can be begging for mercy. So, I think, yeah, we're just going to take it slow and just get what we can early, and you know how we kind of do it.
That's right. Now, is it both corners? Like, is it both ends of the track that's eating the tires up, or?
Yeah, actually, kind of.
One more than the other.
3 and 4 is more entry center tight, and 1 and 2 gets tight on exit if you apex just a little early and get on the throttle. She likes to push a little tight, but yeah, it's going to be some tough challenges for the boys tonight.
Yep. Any drafting?
Yeah, there is definitely a little draft.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much, but there definitely is some.
Well, I was watching here before the broadcast took place, kind of in your guys' chat channel there, and just looking the difference between new tires and 10 to 15 to 20 lap old tires, and it's a huge advantage.
Yes.
So we only get 2 sets of tires tonight, though, over the wall, so that's 3 sets total. So, I mean, it's going to be a show, that's for sure.
It's definitely going to be a show. It looks like fuel is. Looks like we're about 3 laps short on each stint to, make it a 2-stop race. So unless someone can save 9 laps of fuel over, a full green flag race, you might see a little splash and go type strategy.
Yeah, I think you're going to be a little too slow trying to save 9 laps. That's huge. That's a huge
it's
save
3
on
laps a run. So
on a mile and a half.
it's quite a few laps.
I mean, you're looking at about a 40-second lap time, almost each lap, to try to save 4.5 laps per fuel stint.
Yep.
That's quite a bit, man. That's quite a bit.
I don't know if it's doable.
Well, we'll see. If you get a good timely caution, I don't think it'll be an issue, but, we'll see.
Yeah, and that's definitely the thing, you get a caution in the right place, we get the top off and kind of cover that, but you can also get a caution at the wrong place, and it kind of just resets that whole game again, so we'll see how she flies.
Yeah, well, honestly, looking at the various lines that you guys are able to run on the straightaways and in the corners, I see cautions happening, man. I just really do. I think the racing's going to be there, especially on new tires.
Yeah, it's a multi-groove, definitely. She is pretty wide, and 1 and 2, you're definitely going to see people. You got some inside line guys, and you got some more outside line guys, so you're going to see some interesting battles there for sure.
That's right. All right, man, we'll go keep that championship lead, and qualifying's just about to happen here in 3 minutes, so good luck tonight.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, Bretta.
All right, moved old Eric Johnson back up there where he belongs. So he can get ready for his qualifying run. Crew Chief Franklin, absolutely, I think we'll have at least 3 cautions tonight, 3 yellows. In the chat, over or under 3? Let's check and see just how much faith you have in these Outcast guys tonight. Over or under 3? I think we're going to see about nobody beat me up after the show, but I think it's going to be about 6 cautions. I think these new tires really going to be something. They're going to make you feel like Superman for sure. I've seen it. Oh, OTS Killer Bees with the 0 cautions. You get out of here. You go. We're going to have a caution. We got to. Yeah, they are great, but you know what? Racing's great too, and sometimes things happen. Looks like we've got the teammates, Ronnie Hurst and Joshua Yarbrough, turning almost identical times here. Looks like they've done some practicing together. And you can see here, they're almost bumper to bumper too. Drew CMX, under 1 caution max. And here I am, 0 faith in the Outcast guys with the 6 cautions. Oh, looks like the trucks are getting a little tight there. Wonder how old their tires are. And here we go. The checker flag's going to be out for the practice. Now we're getting into this qualifying. So we're going to see who rolls off here first. Let's take a look at the weather as it sits right now. The track temperature is 77. It was 77 or 78 in practice. Overcast skies, so it's going to be hooked up. qualifying 73. So we're going to see who gets out here really quickly, as Eric Johnson, Rob Hamilton, lots of guys on track right now. As soon as the session starts, they're out here. Johnson going ahead and getting his warm-up lap in. Same with James Watson. And old Shake and Bake coming out for his hot lap. Terry has taken the green flag here, so we're going to see time should start popping up here very quickly. Eric Johnson with the first posted time. James Watson, Kel Peterson to the top spot. I think, well, seeing how these are 37 O's here, I think second lap's going to be fastest. As Kel Peterson's already in the green, he's going to definitely have a faster lap than he did the first time around. What's it going to be? Actually, no, he won't. He lost some ground there. Sellers to the top spot. David Vodka, check this cat out, up to third right now. That'll be a really good starting spot for David if he can capitalize on that speed there. I mean, 36.98, that's pretty quick. That's definitely going to put him in top 5, I would think. Well, there he goes to 4th. Jordan Massey up to 3rd. Going to take that spot from David Vodka. And what will Yarborough do? Up to 3rd. That's going to put Vodka to 5th. Massey down to 4th. So it's Ayrton Sellers and Johnson on the top spots. And Brandon Brock up to 5th. Zemer's going to be scored 9th right now. And Brock's on his 2nd lap. Coming out of 4. Excuse me, coming out of 2, going into 3 now. Track's very confusing. It is complete opposite of what Gateway was. Oh, he was coming out of 4. Excuse me. Again, I was right the first time. Charles Wilson to 9th. Sean Wilson with his qualifying run here. And Ronnie Hirsch just took the green flag for the first time. Let's see what his time is. You are exactly right, sir. These times are super, super close. Where's this going to put Ronnie? Up to 8th. Ronnie Hurst to 8th. And looks like everyone has qualified. Great job, everyone. Times super close together here. Aaron Sellers looks like he's going to come home in the... Yep, he's going to get the pole here. How about that? Still got 4 minutes left here in qualifying. Let's take a look here at the standings one more time. Looks like Eric Johnson's in the front. Brandon Brock second. Joshua Yarbrough, you know, he qualified in third. So a really good start spot for him. But he's going to get an EOL. You know how it is. So Eric Johnson, Brock, even though Brock qualified 5th, he's going to get an EOL as well. And Peterson, where did Peterson end up? 12th. So not a great qualifying time for Cale Peterson. But he's in a much better spot than, say, the guy's getting an EOL. So a couple minutes here left in qualifying. Let's see if we can't get this cat in here real quick. Terry Litweiler, glad to have in the booth. You got me.
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
Going pretty good, man. Rolling off 13th tonight, looks like. But you looked really solid in practice. I think this is going to be your niche tonight.
Oh, I don't know if any of them are my niche, but we're going to give it a shot here and see how we do. I didn't want to qualify real strong. Going to lay back here early and see where we go.
That's right. Did you have much practice as far as tire wear goes and know kind of when your pit stop cycles need to be in your head?
Not on this new model. It's different. So we practiced last night and then everything changed today. So it'll be an interesting night to see how guys adjust to it. And I don't think the tires are going to hold up, but we'll see. We'll see how we do.
Wow. Awesome, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you here in the podium when this thing shakes out. I have a feeling this is going to be your night. So you looked really strong in practice, so we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. That was old Terry Litweiler. He's not confident, but you know what? Terry's a fantastic driver, so I think he'll be just fine. Let's get caught up in some of these 6 cautions that I'm saying we're going to have, then not so much. And as you know, we've got 16 races, and we are currently on race 7 of 16, so we're right at halfway. It's going to be well into January here. Let's see if we can't pull up the Truck Series schedule. Yeah, the last race is January 27th, but we're at Motegi here on the 9th. Next week, we go to the night race at Daytona, and that's the cutoff race for the top 10 in the playoffs. That activates then. Then we go to Michigan, Bristol, Homestead, and USA. Lots of challenging tracks, and of course, the admins here at Outcast, they had to put a super speedway as the cutoff race, which I think's awesome. And here we go, we're gridding up here, so let's go ahead and get into your starting lineup. Starting on the front row, Aaron Steller's in P1, Eric Johnson in the second spot, Joshua Yarbrough in third, Jordan Massey to his outside in fourth, Brandon Brock in fifth, David Vodka in sixth, James Wilson in seventh, Ronnie Hurst in eighth, Steve Giberson rolling off in the ninth spot to his outside, Charles Wilson in 10th, Brian Zemer starting 11th, Cale Peterson in 12th place, Terry Litweiler rolling off 13th. Matt Markland rolling off 14th. Ronnie Welchel 15th. Rob Williams in 16th. Rob Hamilton starting in 17th. Sean Rother to his outside at 18th. 19th is going to go to Zachary Martin. Sean Wilson to his outside. And that's going to be our 20 total drivers. Waiting on that driver on the outside of Eric Johnson to grid up, and we'll get this thing going. And there he is. Rolling off, and then he's going to pull off along with the other two drivers of Brock and Yarbrough to serve their EOLs. And of course, race control every week gives us an extra pace lap here for the initial start so that we can serve those EOLs, so those three drivers in the top three in points, and get everybody else squared away. So thank you, race control, for that. It's definitely needed to keep some of the chaos down and confusion. And you heard that Terry Litweiler here in the broadcast booth with me earlier said that new tire model is out. This is the first race on the new tire model. These drivers have no clue what to expect here while being pack racing or what have you in dirty air, or the longevity of these tires. So we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. All right, folks, pace car lights are off, as you can see there, and we're going to go green next time around. And Aaron Sellers will bring these cats to the green flag to start this thing. Well, it said 105 laps now. The schedule originally said 115. Pace car will be pulling off right here. Newman, Josh Newman in the chat with the hype. Here we go, folks, to the restart zone, and the green flag is in the air. Aaron Sellers with a nice jump. Watson's going to go ahead and take over that second spot. And they're all fanned out back here with Terry Litweiler, Ronnie Hurst as well. Terry Litweiler battling here with David Vodka. Coming up on Ronnie Hurst right now. Aaron Sellers not getting away from these guys. They are not getting away. James Watson's close, only 3/10 back now. Jordan Massey just behind him, so we're pretty much evenly gapped here. And Brian Zemer, one of the biggest movers tonight, already up 7 spots. Terry Litweiler up 7 spots. Ronnie Welcho up 5 spots already. Ronnie Welcho on the move. Oh, he's almost in the back of the 20. The 20's loose. On board here with Ronnie Welcho as he's looking ahead with Wilson and Peterson battling side by side. And it looks like the trucks do have a little bit of draft. Oh, and they're a little bit too deep there. Aaron Sellers starting to pull ahead now. 1.1 seconds ahead of James Watson. And Zemer's back here battling with Hurst. Hurst looking pretty fast tonight. And now Litweiler and Massey battling out here. Litweiler with the preferred line on the bottom, especially with these new tires. But now Massey's got to run. He won't take it though. He just settles in right behind the 71. David Vodka trying to get his spot back here. Started in the 6th position. Lost 1. And Ronnie Welcher trying to settle in here. Brandon Brock, though, he's on the move. Already up to the 11th position. He's moving faster than I thought these championship leaders would move, though. As Eric Johnson's still in 19th. Josh Yarbrough's up to 13th, so he's on the move. But Brandon Brock, boy, he's sending a message. As he's looking underneath the Rob Williams right now. Will he be able to make that pass, though? Rob may have the momentum. Nope. Brandon Brock's going to take it. And now he's got Charles Wilson in his sights here. Back here at your championship leader right now. Eric Johnson just settled in. Not trying to be the fastest. He's out here playing the long game as he's riding behind Zachary Martin. Martin way up the track though. He's going to let the 18 go right on by. And we've got these two cats up here battling, the 57 and the 3. 61's going to stick his nose up there, getting their business. Oh, the 61 loose. Rob Williams in the wall, and he's backing up the track. Oh, there he goes. He's got it saved. Oh, and somebody else. Looks like I'm not sure, the 51 maybe? Not sure who that was. Oh, Zachary Martin. Zachary Martin spun around there. Let's take a look here at what happened. I don't think the caution came out though for the 61 though. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Weird. Very, very weird. Rob Williams, though, does he have any damage? It doesn't look like it. It looks pretty clean. Let's see here off the back of Eric Johnson. See if he's got any damage. Doesn't look like it. Looks pretty clean to me. And we've got some takers on pit road here. Woo, a lot of them. Aaron Sellers with the strategy. Jordan Massey with the strategy. Everybody else said, nope, we're not going to do that. As they are coming down pit road. See some of the mid-pack guys on their qualifying already in their boxes. The guys that qualified up front, they've got all the way down on the other end of the pit road. James Watson is going to beat them out, though. And no tires, no tires. No one took tires that time. Fuel only. We're seeing somewhere between 6.5 to 8 seconds on their pit stops. So yeah, definitely fuel only. Ryan Zimmer sitting comfortable as of now in 4th place, which is where he was running when the caution came out. And check this guy out. Terry Litweiler, the guy we interviewed earlier. In the 5th spot, up 8 positions. So good run by him for the first 12 laps tonight. And man, those 12 laps, that took forever. That was quite a long run. I mean, I thought it was, 20 plus laps. I look over and it's only lap 12. It's like, geez. It doesn't. It does not race like a mile and a half. It really doesn't. And pace car lights are off, so we're going to go back green. Aaron Sellers going to keep the lead. He's led every lap so far tonight. Pace car's off. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Really good start, though, by Massey. But Sellers being the control car, of course, he's going to get a jump, but James Watson back up to second. Ryan Zimmer still running fourth right now, but he's got some momentum here. And looks like Jordan Massey's going to try to do something. Well, nope, he stayed down. Let 55 had that higher line. And check out Brock and Peterson battling out here. And where did Ronnie Welcher come from inside the top 10? Well, let's check on here. 8 tenths ahead is Aaron Sellers to James Watson. And with the downshift, Terry Litweiler now underneath the 55. This is for fourth place. And he's going to clear him. Now he's going to go after Massey here in third. I knew Litweiler wasn't trying to pull no wool over my eyes. I watched this cat in practice, and I knew he was going to be fast. Diving it down deep in that corner. And yes, he's going to clear Massey. Litweiler up to third position. And we check back here. Eric Johnson now, he's on the move up to 12th. Hurst and Brock battling it out. Brock with the position now with Massey just in front. And looks like everybody's single filed out right now. Biggest gainers as of right now. Looks like Litweiler gains 10 spots from a starting position. And Zimmer up 7 and Welcher up 6 spots. Brock's going to get around the 68 of Massey. It's going to put Brock up to 5th spot. Remember, Brandon Brock was one of the fastest here in practice, so definitely got to keep an eye on him. Take a look back here at David Vodicka battling with the 51, the 62, and now the 18 coming into the picture here as he's underneath the 51. 77 also going to follow the 18 down into the corner. Oh, Matt Marklin, sorry, in the wall just a little bit. That has brought Charles Wilson up into the mix. That too wide stuff there seems to just punch a hole right in the air and lets that trailing car catch right on up. You can see there with the 51 to the right rear quarter panel of the 77, it just brought the 57 right on up to him. Back up front, Sellers 1.2 seconds ahead of James Watson. Watson under attack by the 71. On board here with the Litweiler. Got really good car control. Truck doesn't look too tight. Looks pretty neutral as of now, even with 20-something lap old tires. And this is definitely the hard braking sharp corner. In there a little bit too deep. Lost some ground to Watson, but he'll gain it back up. Take a look right here. Jordan Massey and the 22 of Hurst battling, and that's going to bring the 20 up to him. Now the 20 battling here with Massey. Now to the outside, and he's going to clear Massey. Massey losing another spot here, and Ronnie Welchel back here battling with the 51. Ronnie Welchel with the momentum though. But the 51 had a really good corner, and it's going to put him right back to the inside of the 62. '51 not giving that spot up easy. And that's what we want to see here. Oh, squeezes the 62 just a little bit. '62 definitely not going to be happy about that. Looks like Welchel had to let off just a little bit to keep from getting into him as he slid up the track and got in front of Welchel. Back up front, the gap's closed a little bit as Brandon Brock has taken over the second spot here. And this is just how it happened right here. Brandon Brock with huge momentum here. Gonna look low. He's telling them, hey, I'm going low. And Watson didn't even put up a fight. Lets him go right on by. And that's how Brandon Brock got that second spot. Brandon Brock a little bit faster. Let's see, check out the last laps here. Brandon Brock 37.49, Aaron Sellers 37.70. 2 tenths faster. And Aaron Sellers time's down to 6 tenths now. As we look back, you can see Brock closing in now a half a second. Eric Johnson now moves up into the 7th position. As he's got Josh Yarbrough just following him through the field. Yarbrough's letting Eric, punch a hole underneath these guys, and Yarbrough's just following him right on through. He's letting Eric do the dirty work. And Yarbrough's benefiting by staying right to the bumper of Johnson. Brian Ziemer's got a comfortable gap there just behind him with Ronnie Hurst, about 6 tenths or so. And Litweiler now, he's about to be battling with James Watson here in just a second. He's looking low. He's got the momentum, and he's going to carry it through. Litweiler underneath. And he's going to clear to 78. Litweiler up to 3rd. We got the 2 teammates here, Hurst and Yarbrough, battling one another. Johnson let Yarbrough ahead of him here. He's going to have to follow him. But the 22 running the 18 hard. And now he's losing the gap to the 77 because of it. Now the 20 attacking the 22. Aaron Sellers down pit road. The leaders having to pit under green. Not a great strategy call here from Aaron Sellers. This is definitely going to be a lap down situation here. As Brandon Brock with the commanding lead now. Brandon Brock clutching as well. On board here with the Brockster from Robinson, Illinois. As he now has the lead, this is going to be a bonus point for him. Staying committed to that white line. And then clutching going into turn 3. Litweiler now only a second back. You got Yarbrough now trying to do something here with James Watson. Yarbrough underneath. Watson trying to defend on the high side, but I just think when the tires are worn, the bottom is still the dominant line. We'll see Brian Zimmer in the wall back here as the 22 goes by. But Johnson up to 5th, Yarbrough up to 3rd. So we've got the top 3 here in the points. They are now back in the top 5. And it only took 38 laps. Take a look here at Sean Rother and David Vodka battling here. With Steve Guyberson battling Rob Williams. Great little battle going on here between these 4 drivers. Kel Peterson trying to make the move on the 78, just having a hard time doing so as Eric Johnson now picks up the 4th spot. Peterson underneath. James Watson just, I'm not sure if he used his stuff up or what, but every time he's on that higher line, he just cannot defend about just a little past center off. Just loses all grip. And here we go, the 55 back underneath the 22. Nice recovery from Zimmer. And the 22 now trying to do something again, back to the 55. Take a look here at Aaron Sellers. Aaron Sellers trying to get his lap back right here. This is going to put him back on the lead lap. Aaron Sellers has fresh tires compared to these other guys. So he's going to be able to drive away from Brandon Brock, but Sellers currently being scored in the 19th position, so he's off cycle. He's going to be off tire cycle as well if we get green flag pit stops. Look, I believe it was Sellers and Massey on the same strategy. You can see Jordan Massey back here running around the 6th position, 7th position or so, but a lap down. So he's got a lot more ground to make up than Sellers did. And David Vodka on pit road. Super impressed with Yarbrough though. Worked his way all the way up. From the back of the pack up to 2nd. Eric Johnson as well. Up to 4th. Got his eyes set on Litweiler. And Litweiler down on pit road. Calling it now. Oh, Kel Peterson. Oh, Kel. And the 78. Pit road entrance is very tricky. As we got Brandon Brock still in the lead. Joshua Yarbrough, though, man, this guy right here is smoking fast. He's definitely faster by, shoot, 3/10 over Brandon Brock right now. He's on the move. He's got it underneath the second. Brandon Brock down pit road. Yarbrough as well. Johnson. That's your top three in points right now. Those three, nose to tail. Looks like no issues here on pit road, so that's a good thing. And that should put Aaron Sellers back out front as he's coming down the front stretch. That should put Sellers back to the top spot and Massey up to second. Brock's going to rally back out in second as of now, and they did take tires. .8 seconds ahead is Sellers to Brock. With 9-lap pressure tires. Brock has 9-lap pressure tires and Sellers does. Is 9 laps enough? Is it too fresh for Sellers? Will Brock catch him? I mean, he's closing in a little bit now, only 7.6 now, so I wouldn't say he's catching him that fast. As Brock's got company, Yarbrough was really, really fast there on that longer run. I think if this thing stays green, Yarbrough has the long run truck out of the two. But this thing is just about halfway over here in just a few laps. Take a look here at the track temp. Still 73. Kel Peterson behind Eric Johnson, and then there's a gap of about 3 seconds back to James Watson. Brian Zimmer about a second back from him. Johnson passing Massey here. He's going to clear him. I think Massey's on a long run. Massey's saving his stuff for this long run too. Back up front, 6.2 seconds now between Sellers and Brock. Yarbrough still there to the bumper of Brock as well. And it looks like Terry Litweiler had some sort of issue here. Let's see, looks like maybe a speeding penalty. We'll have to get that confirmed. But yeah, he spent a long time on pit road, 51 seconds. Arnie Hurst is falling back just a little bit in the 10th spot. Charles Wilson having a quiet night. On board here with Yarbrough. If he's still trying to hunt down that 3. Closing in just a little by little each lap. The 3 were really good exit speed though. Yarbrough gets him about entry to center, and then center off. The 3 just fires off out of the corner really nicely. Brock's now closed the gap up on Sellers to 4.2 now. So the gap is closing slowly. Take a look at the last 5 laps. Who's the fastest? Josh Yarbrough, Brandon Brock trading it out. I mean, exact same average. So they are definitely the fastest consistently on the track. But last lap, Terry Litweiler in the 36s. And Brandon Brock and Josh Yarbrough running about the same times as well. Eric Johnson way on back, 3.9 seconds. Back from Yarbrough. After these green flag pit stops, everybody's pretty much spread out now. Take a look here at the closest battle right now is 3/10, so about 4 car lengths back from one another is Brock and Yarbrough. That is the closest battle on the track right now from anyone. Sellers now 3.2 seconds ahead. They're closing in. Both on the same straightaway now. Sellers with nice clean air on that truck. As they're passing, looks like Rob Hamilton there. '77 looks like he's doing a little fuel saving strategy here. Going into 3 and 4. Brandon Brock and Josh Yarbrough got it down to about 2.3 seconds now. I mean, by the time they catch him, it's going to be time to pit again. Aaron Sellers not too far away from having a pit, though. Aaron Sellers pitted on lap 34. That was his first pit stop of the night, and it's coming up on lap 62 right now. So he's going to have to pit here probably the next 7 to 8 laps. Brock keeping that gap from him to Yarbrough. Brandon Brock is fastest on the track, but only by 700ths from Yarbrough. Everybody's still spread out. Charles Wilson. Charles trying to catch the 68 of Massey here. This is for the 9th position. Got him pretty close, just trying to finish him up here. Charles Wilson all the way to the bottom, committed pretty much to that white line. And he's going to clear him here on the exit. Charles Wilson up to 9th. Massey falls down to 10th. Iverson and Markland having a battle here. Zachary Martin kind of alone. Sean Wilson. Sean Rother. Brandon Brock closed the gap now only to about a second. Aaron Sellers, he's going to try to stay out right until Brock catches them. As soon as Brock catches them, he's going to pit. Jordan Massey down pit road. Now under a second. And there you go. Aaron Sellers peeling off to go down pit road right now. That's going to put Brock back up front. With Yarbrough in tow. And remember I said Yarbrough, he's got a long run truck. He's fast on these longer runs. So I think you'll have something here for Brandon Brock. And there it is right there. The leader coming out right now. Wrapping around 1 and 2 as Brandon Brock and Josh Yarbrough go by. Aaron Sellers pitted lap 66 with some freshies, so he's going to be coming right here. 35 laps. Can Aaron Sellers save some fuel here? That's just outside the pit window, I do believe. If you look to the back here of Josh Yarborough, you can see Aaron Sellers right there coming out of 4 right now. So they are on the same straightaway, but man, he's got a lot of ground to make up. As Yarborough is only a couple of car lengths from Brandon Brock. Two powerhouses battling out right here. Yarbrough's getting closer and closer. Yarborough just a tick faster the lap before, and now Brock's a tick faster this lap. It just keeps swapping back and forth. Aaron Sellers getting closer and closer. He got to do what he's got to do here to get that lap back, or at least stay close. I think Yarborough's just, he's as fast as Brock, but he's just battling dirty air because Brock is moving. He's down on the bottom one turn, and then he's up in the middle the next turn, just taking the line away from the 77. Everything's starting to get a little close together now, a little closer. Should start seeing some pit stops here the next few laps from these other guys that are on a different strategy. See where Zemer is. Zemer's up to 8. Wilson, he's chasing Wilson down right now. Eric Johnson in third place. 8.5 seconds back, though, from Brandon Brock. He's got a lot of ground to make up as well, but the top 3 in the point standings right now are 1, 2, and 3. Aaron Sellers definitely faster by 7/10 over these guys. 3/10 now. Brock and Yarborough, only 0.04 of a second difference each lap that these guys have ran for about the last 5 laps. And Aaron Sellers up in the mix, or about to be up in the mix. What's he going to do? These two guys are battling for the lead. And we've got pit stop cycles happening right now. Eric Johnson down pit road, Brian Zemer as well. There goes the 88 underneath the 77. Is he going to treat him with respect and let him go around? 77 still battling out here. And that corner right there, that's definitely going to put Sellers back up front, or back up in front of the 77. He's still 1 lap down, though. These guys, these leaders should start pitting here soon. Brandon Brock down pit road. Yarbrough, he stays out. Yarbrough is going to pit very, very soon. And once it goes around again, Sellers is going to gain the lead. Oh, no, that was nasty right there. 77 trying to get to the bottom. The 58 was coming out. Yarbrough down pit road now. Aaron Sellers now moving back up through the field. Brandon Brock losing some time here to Sellers as he's on that access road. Going to be about a 4-second gap, 3.8, something like that, separating Sellers from Brock once it's all said and cycled over. An 11 lap difference in tires right now. I think 9 was close, but 11's just too much for Sellers to hold off. You can see Brandon Brock there. They're going to be on the same straightaway. Three-second gap now between the two. And you can hear Sellers, he's saving fuel. He's close, he's close. Gonna see if he clutches it down here as well. Yes, he will. He's trying to save with the fuel strategy run. That's one bold move. Brandon Brock, he can make it. I don't think Brandon Brock's going to be saving fuel. Josh Yarbrough still in tow, though, 6/10 back. Within striking distance, got 25 laps to go, though. Yarbrough's closed it up down to 4/10. Eric Johnson by himself, no drafting partner, nothing. Just out there doing time trials. There's a ton of guys here that are actually in the top 10 in points that are in the top 10 here. Having a really solid night. Ronnie Walter in between the 3 and the 77. Three having to work his way through traffic. He's doing a good job. The 77's doing a good job as well, but just the 3's able to make up some ground on the 77 right now. Yarbrough just not able to get through the traffic as well as the 3 did. Yarbrough still has some time, 22 laps left. And check this out. The 3 has now caught the 88 with 22, coming to 21 laps to go. The 3 putting down some crazy lap times right now. Trying to catch that 88. The 3 underneath Sellers. Battling side by side here for the lead. That's going to bring Yarbrough up to him. 88 battling really, really hard here. Oh, Sellers not able to get back in the throttle as good as the 3 did. The 3 is going to take the lead. Now it's the 77's turn to do something here. '77's going to clear the 88. Does the 77 of Josh Yarbrough have anything for the 3 of Brandon Brock with less than 20 laps to go? It's going to be 18 here. Will the 77 rattle his cage? He's diving it in. He just does not have the momentum to do anything with the 3 right now. Oh, that door just opened up. 77 now to the bumper. 3 mirror driving, trying to take that line away from the 77. Yarbrough opening up his exits. Keep the truck from getting too tight and burning those tires up. Trying to keep the temperatures a little bit cooler. As he opens it up, he's already going up the track where Brandon Brock is holding it down a little tighter. That's going to give the run and the momentum, much more momentum on the straightaways. 77 underneath the 3 now. Three with the momentum on the high side though. 77 back underneath the 3 again. Just can't quite clear him. '77 with the slide job and the clear. 77 of Josh Yarbrough in the lead here with 14 laps to go. And now already a 3/10 lead. Will Brandon Brock cool his stuff down and try one more time here at Josh Yarbrough? Pretty much everybody else spread out here. Lots of gaps here between these drivers. Closest on the battlefield here is between this old 77 and the 3. Three now to the outside. Brock trying every line he can think of to try to get some extra grip here out of the corner. Brandon Brock with the momentum coming out of that corner. Going to put him to the right rear quarter panel of the 77 as they dive it back down into 1. 3 up high, exiting low. Trying to get a better straightaway here. Coming to 10 laps to go. Brandon Brock just doesn't have the exit speed coming out of 2 that Yarbrough has. He's got it out of 4, but he just does not have the speed coming out of turn 2. Josh Yarbrough moving down to the bottom. He's got to have that inside line. The 3 is just really, really good here in this end of the track. If Yarbrough keeps that up, he's going to overheat his tires. And that's going to make way for Brandon Brock. Brandon Brock, he enters high, exits low, downshifts, and has got that momentum carried him off of 4. As they go all the way down to the wall, the inside wall. Brandon Brock playing games, trying to get the 77 flustered here. This is the closest the 3 has been going into 3. The 3 with the momentum. The 77 with position. Oh, the 3 hard in the wall. All that ground lost now, almost a second back, is Brandon Brock. He just got into the wake of the 77 and got really tight. Coming to 5 laps to go here. Will Brandon Brock reset? Will Brock be able to get back up there? Got him down to about 8/10 now. Or did Brock overheat his stuff? Aaron Sellers down pit road. Just couldn't save enough fuel. He's dropping spots. A little splash and go here for the end. And here comes the leaders. That's going to put him a lap down. Now the best Aaron Sellers can finish is 12th. Brandon Brock got it down now to 7/10. Third place is just about 12 or 13 seconds back. Josh Yarbrough going to go into 3 this time, and he's going to take the 2 to go. And hoping he doesn't get a caution. Brandon Brock's closed in to 3/10 now. Not sure he's going to have enough time, though. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. Brandon Brock really trying everything he can do to get up to the 77 right now. Not sure he's going to have enough time. 77 was phenomenal on these long runs. All night long. Coming out of 4 for the final time, the guy that's going to capture the checkered flag tonight is the 77 of Josh Yarbrough. Fantastic race. Yarbrough came in here 3rd in the points. And Brandon Brock finished so close to him. The top 3 in the points finished 1, 2, and 3. How about that? What a great finish. Brandon Brock gave it his all. Great job by Brock bringing it home in the 2nd spot. Here comes his teammate, Josh Yarbrough's teammate here. Giving him that congratulatory bump. Now that's how you do it there, y'all, bro. That's how you do it. Now, do we have enough fuel to do some more burnouts? That's what I want to see. Looks like you may be out of fuel. Really close battle there. All right, let's take a look here at your finish results. Josh Yarbrough captured the flag here tonight. Brandon Brock, close, but no cigar. Brings it home in second. Eric Johnson, third. Kel Peterson, nice quiet night for Kale's going to bring it home in fourth place. Ronnie Hurst in fifth. James Watson, sixth. Brian Zemer, seventh. Charles Wilson in the eighth spot. Rob Williams, ninth. Good run for Rob tonight. Matt Markland, good run for him as well. In 10th. Steve Giberson, 11th. David Vodka, 12th. Aaron Sellers, 13th. Sean Williams, 14th. Sean Rother, 15th. Zachary Martin, 16th. Ronnie Welchel, 17th. Terry Litweiler, 18th. Jordan Massey, 19th. And Rob Hamilton in 20th. And let's see here. We're going to start with our third place finisher tonight. Let's get him in here in the booth. Eric Johnson, you got me.
Yes, sir. Glad, Dad. I got a copy.
Man, nice quiet night for you, sir. Nice quiet night. Worked your way up to third. We're just kind of plateaued there, and you know what? We'll take it. I mean, you started here in the points lead and finished third tonight. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you know, we didn't have a whole lot of practice here, so we were just going to take our time, get what we can get, and look, we stayed out of trouble. We didn't make a whole lot of mistakes, and we're sitting on the podium.
That's right. That's what, you know, if you're going to win a championship, that's the way you've got to do it.
I mean, granted, I was, 12 seconds behind, but it was a boring night for me. And if it was a boring race, that means we did some things right, and we stayed out of trouble. And really, that's what we do week in, week out, and try to find ourselves near the top at the end of the race. And like I said, if we're in position to battle, we'll battle it out. But we weren't quite in position, so we just kind of watched them two joust it out on the relative there. I seen they were swapping it up and side by side, and it looked like a pretty good race.
Yes, it was. Very good race up front. But, yeah, solid finish for you tonight. And if you got any shout-outs or anything like that, which I know you do, we'll go ahead and get those, and we'll get you on your way.
Yeah, first off, congrats, Josh, on that win. Tough track. He was on it. Brandon as well. They both, you could tell they put some laps in, and they were ready. So good job to them too. Hats off, and really all the other Outcast guys too. I mean, clean race. I'm not sure what the caution was, but I think it was a self spin.
Yeah,
is what I
right.
heard. So I mean, one caution, self spin, tough track, a lot of grooves. So hats off to the Outcast boys once again. No other league like it. Top of the charts, man. It's hard to argue. So really them, you in the booth, everybody in the chat. We love you guys showing up week in, week out, chatting it up with Adam. I'm sure it gives him a little something to talk about, instead of some of the racing. But of course, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Serta Simmons, Jackie Jones, J&M Group, Roberts Ball Screw, Lula Row, by Tammy T-Lit there. We got Drew Coons at Pinnacle Wraps, and of course you, Adam, and normally Chase, but like you said, they're under the weather. Get well soon, ding dong. But up there in Outcast Motorsports Network, we appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir, man. And take it easy, and we'll see you Thursday night.
Yes, sir. Ding dong.
All right, let's get the guy here that was so close but did not get the cigar tonight. Mr. Brandon Brock. Man, dude, you're just charging and then you got into his wake there, got a little tight, got in the wall, and was hoping you was going to rebound there to try to give him, run for his money here with a couple to go.
Yeah, when you're right behind somebody, you can definitely feel it. I think I saw it affect him a couple times as well when he was trying to get around me. So um, that's I don't know. It felt a lot stronger than what it used to be. So um, man, it was a challenge for sure. Um, lucky lucky we had that early yellow, so uh, we could just top off there and not have to worry about fuel if it went green. And luckily, it did. So we just focused on trying to get to the front as soon as I could. And yeah, that was a hell of a battle with Josh. Really, that second half of the race, really, he was. We weren't that far apart. Probably like halfway through on, it was just neck and neck, and hopefully we put on a good show for you guys.
Man, you absolutely did, and yeah, just solid performance. I mean, this is exactly what you needed. You come in here second in the points, and to finish second, and you led some laps. You got some bonus points there, so all in all,
Yep.
a good solid night.
Yep, keep the consistency. That's what it's all about. Would like to have a few more bonus points because those are so important. But just keep the consistency, and good things will happen.
That's right, man. Well, if you got any sponsor shout outs or any other shout outs you want to give, we'll go ahead and get those, and we'll get you on your way.
Well, everybody that shows up in the chat that interacts with the stream, it's growing by the day, and we love to see it. Outcast Motorsports Network. Yeah, you guys do an incredible job. And I loved seeing that the races are getting uploaded on YouTube now. So you can watch this one back whenever you want, and the VOD won't disappear like it does on Twitch after so long. So yeah, all of our league sponsors here to help keep this thing going. As always, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Serta Simmons, LuLaRoe, Roberts Ball Screw, J&M Group, Jackie Jones, and I know Drew couldn't be here tonight, but check him out over at Pinnacle Wraps. And as always, the fuel that keeps me going, Pepsi.
That's right. That's right. All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you Thursday night, and yeah, take it easy.
Yep, we'll see you.
And without further ado, we've got the winner in here tonight, Mr. Josh Yarbrough, the guy of the hour, Mr. Long Run himself. How we doing?
Oh, I am ecstatic. First off, konbanwa, Adam-san.
That's konnichiwa.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, phenomenal performance. Hey, I said it early on in the broadcast. I noticed you had some raw speed when the tires came up to their optimum temperature. Dude, you was a lightning bolt. And I knew if this thing went green till the end, you were going to give Brandon Brock every bit of money. It was going to be worth it. And it was.
Oh, I agree. I don't know how that exactly worked, but I mean, I knew I was going to keep him honest at least for the rest of the night. I was hoping to pass him. Thankfully, I made that happen.
Yeah, you did. You had a different driving style, though. I want to talk about that for a second. We noticed that pretty much everyone else was, they were hugging the bottom for the most part, but they weren't opening up the exits like you were, which allowed you to have such long run speed. I mean, you coming out of turn 2 was phenomenal compared to everyone else all night. I mean, you would go to the bottom and then you would immediately go up and just widen it out to keep the steering wheel a little bit more straight to keep it from getting tight. And I ultimately, I think that was the reason you were so fast long run.
Yeah, I agree. I did take those corners a lot different than most of the other folk. I think with 1 and 2, there were a couple gray marks on the ground that I used as like my indexing point of when I can fully throttle up as opposed to half throttle or something like that. 3 and 4, I like to dive down into the corner with all the braking I could muster without sliding the tires to help me get that nice exit where I could just stay planted on the throttle.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, we definitely saw that. You definitely have a different driving style, and you know, it's not just what you did here tonight. You know, we see your skill and have seen you grow here each and every time you race. So, I mean, you just get better and better every time.
Oh yeah, I agree. A lot of these guys in Outcasts, you know, they're the reason why I'm able to hone my skills, because you get in officials, you get some good guys, you get either some guys that are just lights out or others that are just absolutely not good, and they wind up ending your night early.
That's right.
But yeah, no, a lot of good guys keeping you honest, helping you learn, like, hey, this is the line you got to take. You got to try and beat them on this way.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, yeah, good, phenomenal performance tonight. I think you came in here third in point. I'm not sure. Anyway, you were in the top 3 in the points, so I mean, you were really, really close. This is exactly what you needed to capitalize on max points.
Oh yeah, finally getting some bonus points under my belt now.
Well, you know, hey, we saw it last season. Somebody from like 5th place come up and snagged it with some bonus points.
Yep, you beat me by 1.
That's it. So it's, you know, it can happen. So these bonus points are definitely going to come in handy when we activate that top 10.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, you got any sponsor shout outs or teammate shout outs? I know he's out there somewhere watching.
Yeah. First, I'd love to give the sponsors a shout out. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds for being the primary sponsor here, really helping us broadcast this and, you know, just give us something to watch after the race and showcase what we got and hopefully bringing in more drivers. I'd also like to thank Auto America Grand Island, Serta Simmons Betting, Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Dealer, Lou LaRue by Tammy Litweiler, Pinnacle Wraps, J&M Group, and Roberts Ball Screw. As far as shout outs, gotta obviously give a shout out to my teammate Ronnie Hurst. He's sitting there talking back. I think he was top 5 tonight, which is good.
Yeah, he was 5th.
He was telling me what he was dealing with in the traffic and all that, so kind of helped me size up when I was on that first or second run. And I'd also like to thank you guys in the booth for putting on this great show. Give me something to watch when I get done with this. And my final shout out's got to go to my wife. She loves to watch these, so it's going to be great when she watches this and sees the victory.
That's right, man. It's always worth it when the family supports you. It always means more when your family supports you. So yeah, definitely, that's a good thing. All right, buddy. We'll get out of here, go to Victory Lane, and yeah, we'll see you very, very soon, hopefully.
Oh, I agree. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
You too.
All right, folks. Oh, let's see here. We'll show this while we do our closing stuff. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. I know the podium guys already did it, but you know, the Glad Dad's gotta give credit where credit is due. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, the title sponsor here at the Truck Series. LuLaRoe by Miss Tammy Litweiler, Serta Simmons Betting, J&M Group, Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Roberts Ball Screw Repair Services, Pinnacle Wraps, and Auto America Grand Island, Nebraska. Want to thank each and every one of you for showing up, showing out in the chat here tonight with the Outcast guys. And I want to thank the Outcast guys for allowing me to do this Tuesdays and Thursdays, hone my skills, and yeah, my family for watching and supporting all this silly stuff I'd like to call hobbies. And we'll be back Thursday night for the same race, different cars. It's going to be 15 laps, 10 laps longer, I believe. Then we're going to go to Daytona night race next week for the cutoff race. Top 10 activation here for the playoff drivers. So only 10 people's going to make it through into the points chase. So that's going to be exciting. Anyway, this is the Glad Dad here, reminding you to Stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll see you Thursday night. You guys take it easy.